Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident.
So I just wanted to say this, I understand that,
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll see how many women wonder why men no longer approach. And we're going to show you the real reasons behind that. We want this like button to explode. Help us reach the goal of 1,000 likes on this video. Leave your comment with your experience and wisdom. We always pin the best comment for the community. Subscribe, and let's get started.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, like if the woman is interested, she's going to keep looking your way too. But it just like stays like that. Nothing ever happens because men don't walk up to women anymore. Or they're just tired of being rejected. But it's like if God were to tell you that you're going to go through 20 rejections before you get to your yes, and that's going to be the love of your life, you guys would be so happy to go through all 20 because you would just be so closer to the love of your life. Come on, guys. You guys got to do better.
Remember this. 2 men say the same pickup line. If one is attractive, it's a compliment. If the other isn't, it's harassment. That phrase perfectly sums up what happens when a man approaches a woman who isn't attracted to him. The rules of the game have changed. Before, rejection was uncomfortable, but it was private. Today, a rejection can ruin your reputation, make you go viral, and turn you into the harasser just for trying to get to know someone. And meanwhile, many women keep saying they want the man to approach, but without acknowledging that they themselves have created an atmosphere of fear and hostile rejection. Who's going to take the risk if all they can gain is public humiliation?
So I just wanted to say this, I understand that, pretty women joke about, men coming up to them and them acting crazy or, acting like they're incoherent. But I will say, I'm at this resort and this man came up to this girl and he wasn't the cutest, I will say. And she was a beautiful lady. He just tapped her on the shoulder to talk to her and she just started screaming ah. And it was so fucked up and rude. I had to look at him and apologize on her behalf. Ladies, if you're not attracted to a guy, that's fine, but you never want to be somebody's 13th reason because that rejection sticks with somebody. Don't be a fucking asshole just because you're beautiful. Have some decorum, babes. You screaming in a public space is never going to be attractive. You just made yourself go from a 10 to a 4, the way you just treated that young man. And you know what, sir? I'm so sorry that even happened to you. If you see this, just know your time is coming.
These kinds of reactions have nothing to do with safety and everything to do with ego. If the man had been tall, handsome, and had a movie star smile, the story would be different. But since he didn't meet her aesthetic standards, she treated him like trash in public. If he had been a Chad with the 666 of the apocalypse, 6 feet tall, a six-pack on his abs, earning 6 figures, the 666 of hell, of course she wouldn't react like that to him. On the contrary, they would signal him to come closer. Then they wonder why men keep distancing themselves. It's not fear of rejection. It's exhaustion from free humiliation.
Oh, I was today years old when I found out that men are not supposed to chase after women. Proverbs 31. Don't chase after women and lose your strength. Women like that have destroyed kings. When a man hunts, you don't ever see a man chasing after a deer. He will let that deer run. He doesn't chase. So another comes. So be it.
Okay, I just made a video about how things are a bit backwards here in Australia and the guys don't come up to the girls. The girls come up to the guys, and it seems a bit backwards, okay? One other thing that I've noticed is that I get catcalled and honked at when I'm walking on the street more than I ever have in my entire life living in Australia. Every single guy that drives by me is like, hey, sexy, hey, sweet cheeks, honk, honk, honk. And I'm like, what the? Like, you'll honk at me, but you won't come up to me at the club. Like, make it make sense. Like, what the?
Stop it. Get some help.
That blonde is clearly enjoying all that attention. Many women are addicted to attention. Remember, a man's currency towards a woman is his attention. Don't you see how she's laughing? You can tell she's really enjoying it. On the topic of being a hunter, I agree. The man goes after what he wants. But first, he looks for signs. A glance, a smile, a gesture. Analyze her attitude, because many already start with negative energy from the very first second.
But I will say, I'm at this resort and this man came up to this girl and he wasn't the cutest, I will say. And she was a beautiful lady. He just tapped her on the shoulder to talk to her and she just started screaming like, ah! And it was like so fucked up and rude. I had to look at him and apologize on her behalf. Ladies, if you're not attracted to a guy, that's fine, but you never want to be somebody's 13th reason because that rejection sticks with somebody. Don't be a fucking asshole just because you're beautiful. Like,
And honestly, that's one of the reasons why a lot of young men do not like approaching women, because they're just scared of the rejection, bro. Like, one thing about it, if you're not interested, just say, hey, I'm not interested, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. But doing all that extra shit, that's so
Embarrassing.
bro, there's really no reason to be doing all that extra shit. And I know there's gonna be always women talking about, oh, if you don't give men your number, they're gonna this, they're gonna that. A majority of the time, if there's real men in the area and whatnot, you don't give a man your number, and a weird man does some weird shit like that, 9 times out of 10 to 10 times out of 10, a man's gonna protect you. Like, all that crazy shit that they be saying, I physically never seen it, and my homegirls never been in a situation like that. They just love saying, oh, if I don't give them their number, what if da-da-da can happen? What if da-da-da can happen? I mean, yeah, I feel it, but bro, men are not really out here doing that wild shit, bro. The one time that I can say I would see men crash out is when women do some wild shit like that. Like, bro, why the fuck would you, like, bro, some of y'all bitches need to grow the fuck up, bro. What would warrant you to think that's an okay behavior to do? Like, come the fuck on, bro. Y'all bitches need to grow the fuck up.
It's funny because it's true.
Totally. No man will act aggressively if you say, sorry, I'm not interested. Even if you have a boyfriend, a simple sorry, I have a boyfriend is enough. A man won't take it the wrong way. But when you insult, make a scene, or yell without the man having said a single word, that's when everything changes. You touched his ego, and his reaction will be to defend himself, most likely by throwing the insult back. And do you know what's ironic? That if that same woman, after insulting, has a problem with that man, it's very likely another man will step in to defend her. Because that's how we are, protectors by instinct. Before anything happens to her, another man jumps to help. Women want men to approach, but they should show some respect first. That's exactly what the woman in the next video lacks.
Women.
Wait,
Keep it on.
why is it orange?
It's not orange.
My lips are really chapped.
Please drink more water. Right him up. Come here. Come here. Let me kiss you. What's going on?
Can I just give a quick PSA? This is for the men. If you are a man in public, give us some space. If you see a woman or a woman and her child by themselves, just give us some space. I don't care if you're the nicest man on the planet and you have the best intentions. Just realize the world that we live in and that you need to give us some space, okay? Because while you may be the nicest human on the planet and you have the best intentions, approaching me and getting close to me instantly gives me like extreme anxiety because I don't know who you are. You are a stranger, and out in public, stranger, danger, okay? Especially when it's just me and my child. Now, mind you, this man was a nice old man. At least I think so. I have no idea. The point is, When a man gets within feet of me, I am in like fight or flight mode. Like, get back, give me space. Like, stop approaching women in public. Okay. Even if you are just trying to tell them that their child is beautiful or to enjoy the time, stop approaching us. Okay. Because we are on high alert. So we appreciate that you are kind and loving and want to share your kindness and love. Stop doing it in public to strangers because it makes us want to like fight you, especially if our children are with us. Okay. That's just the world we live in. And I'm sorry, but like the only reason you should be approaching a woman in public, you know her, or she is asking you for help. Okay. Other than that, just give us some space. Smile from afar, wave from afar. Like that's all you have to do. Do not approach us. Do not come within touching distance of our basket. That's all. Just be aware of the world we live in and where women's brains are out in public. Because most of us are on high alert. So, just a little quick PSA. Hope y'all having a great day.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
The way she says Carito, it's assumed she was at a supermarket. Now, if I want a product and there's a woman nearby, I shouldn't just ignore it simply because her paranoia doesn't allow it. This woman is crazy. She just wants attention. A man who probably hadn't even noticed her, whether in a supermarket or even on the street. This man is minding his own business. But if his tire goes flat in the parking lot, I bet the first man he sees, he'll call him. Then his fear disappears right away. But when he sees a man who was probably a father or grandfather, he screams to the sky as if that man was going to hurt him inside the store. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Why do you think men don't approach women anymore? What has been your worst rejection from a woman? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.